The minute he leaves his house, he's already in a zone. You saw it, he hardly would say hello. Not because he doesn't want to say hello to anyone, he's already in a zone. And I really like that.
How's you looking in camp? The best he's ever been. It's a different force now. It's the size of him, man, you know what I mean? He's ready to go.
60 athlete, he was a well-rounded athlete. Daniel could, if he took Daniel away from boxing, he could be an American football player, he could be a rugby player, he could be a sprinter. Yeah, so he's one of those, he's gifted in the sense physically, he's gifted, you know, well.
See you when you walk, even when you talk. Hot today, wasn't it? Hot today. It's the flow with it. It's just the flow, mate. Leave it to the professionals. Don't try this at home. Strictly professional, man. Only the best know how to do this. It's that elite level, you know what I mean? It's the elite level, mate. Strictly professional.
Very excited. And this environment, I'm sure you've seen it, it's so tranquil. Like, I got my friends here. They're my lucky friends. They bring me luck. In fact, a day before the Anthony Joshua fight, I came here on a Saturday morning before I made my way to Wembley to collect my pads and my tools for work. There was no one in here, it was desolate. They're usually over there in the middle of the field. That very day, they must have sensed that I was down. I was like, the pressure of the event that's gonna happen on that day, they felt it. I walked out, I saw them on the right here. I thought, oh my God, this is the clock. They came on their own accord. I stood there and I started speaking to the horses. I said, girls, I've got a very important day today. Wish me luck. And I promise I'll bring you carrots. Yeah? And
See this? Bit of nature, you know? It's beautiful.
FABIO WARDLEY!
As someone that prides themselves on challenging anyone, taking on anyone, not ducking no one, will take on the biggest and best challenge out there. We look at the list, we look at the options. Who's the best scalp? Who am I going to get the most credit for? Who am I getting the most recognition for? Daniel Dubois.
He's very professional in his preparation as always. That's what's allowed him to do the things that he's doing. That's why he's heavyweight champion of the world. Yeah, nothing's changed, which is great, you know. Sometimes fighters, they can win titles and all of a sudden want to do this, want to do that, but he's remained the same, professional as ever, and focused on the task at hand. We've prepared for Dubois before, so we're aware of tendencies and things like that. However, the fighter that we're working with is a different fighter, so he'll have different strengths, different weaknesses, there'll be adjustments to the approach.
I'm the jester of the team as well at the moment. I'm like the prank monkey where, you know, like the king's jester. No, you know, me and Fab have a good, like, we train hard. We like, you know, but we like to play hard and have a bit of a laugh.
Squeeze one.
Plan is to have a little rest, little refuel, bit of protein.
Coming from where he came from to becoming world champion, with being that explosive type of fighter, as you know, but his IQ has improved over time. I'm rooting for Fabio, that's us. Obviously, I know the boy's gonna come game, they're gonna throw hands and we're gonna see who wins, may the best man win.
People are making comparisons between how big of punchers we are and our power and things like that. That's going to be a factor in this fight as well. Kind of who lands first and who lands clean, and then once that happens, who takes the shot better, who's more resilient to it, who's more geared up for it, who does it rile up. Like, they're all going to be bouncing factors within this fight, and I think, what are we, 6 weeks into camp? And an assault bike is a key use of equipment that we have. I think I'm on my third chain break so far, so producing some decent power output.
I work with a lot of athletes, and when they first start they're making 10, 20, 30% improvements. For me now it's about getting to that peak level where you might make 2, 3, 5% improvements. I'd say that when an athlete gets to mid-30s or something like that, the thing is with Fabio, he's only coming to sport quite late, he's still making improvements even though he's at 31 years old, heavyweight, doesn't have to make weight, he's looking after his recovery, he's training in the right way, he's training to be the structure as well, so there's not much damage being done to his body. So like I said, this camp, we've already hit better numbers than we've done for Parker and the Fury camp already. 85!
And time. 86, well done.
A lot of drills, not to focus on, not to and then grunt work in the end for them. Fanatic 11-round finishes, 50 punch flurries, that's what they're there for, but all good work. It's about who turns up on the night, who turns up and performs on the occasion, by hook or by crook or one way or another. I've always found a way, and I see my fight on the night to make her the exact same way, me finding a way, me getting them out of it.
Name because Fabio Wardley's a world champion now in his own right, and that 5% I'm just talked to you about, he's 5% better now than what he was before he won the title, because that's what it gives you when you win a world title. Now he's just beaten Joseph Parker, right, and messed him up quite badly. It wasn't an easy fight. It ebbed and flowed for periods in that fight, but ultimately Wardley got the job done. That's what he does. He gets the job done. Look at his career. Now, he would have improved, and a lot is to be said of Daniel Dubois, because he's got an excellent jab. That was the difference between him and AJ when they fought, was that jab. It was just beautiful. Wardley's got a good jab, and if Wardley's jab has improved since winning that title, then it's a battle of the jab.
You honestly think if these two come together like this, well, you know what's going to happen?
So what you
I'm going to keep them apart by a wall of security.
When it comes on top for him, Daniel Dubois, what's up there and does he want it? That's the only real question mark I've got over his career. Obviously, losing to Usyk's no disgrace, but he's a massive puncher, big, hard hitter. And Fabio Wardley has never really been in there. You've got Justice Hoodie, you've got Joseph Parker, you've got Fraser Clark. None of them are really bangers, are they? None of them can really punch hard for heavyweight. I'm sure if they hit you on the chin, it hurt. But somebody like me who's got granite chin.
I think Wardley's a good fighter, and I think the Daniel Dubois fight is a very good fight. I think it's a great fight for British boxing. Two British heavyweights knocking lumps off each other. And these are two big punches, and you know, whoever lands first with the best shot will win.
What makes him dangerous, you think?
Oh, they're all dangerous, all heavyweights, yeah. Yeah, they're all very dangerous. These guys are 6'4", 6'5", 18 stone wrecking machines. Look how they're built. They're built like Greek gods, carved out of stone. They're training, they're young, they're ambitious, dangerous.
And then Daniel versus Fabio Wardley, who do you think will win?
They're both in their prime, both fresh, both young, and it's a real fight where it's not like one's past it and one isn't. They're both in their prime. So I think the fans are the real winners here. They get to see a 50-50 fight between two big heavyweights.
I wonder if Fabio Wardley is going to fall for that call out, because one thing about Fabio, he just got the belt. He just got the belt and he wants to prove that he's a legitimate champion, and I think doing so is to beat another one that was a legitimate champion, Daniel Dubois. But what does it mean for Fabio Wardley to be wanted, right? To be sought after. I think it's an opportunity for Fabio Wardley to make some serious cash.
I chose him because of that exact reason. I want to be remembered for being a great fighter, but also a great world champion. Someone who wasn't shy, didn't cherry pick fights, didn't pick the easy ones just to hold on to and then have some sort of title of reign. Or if I held on to my belt for 8 years and I thought like nobody's in that time or whatever else and dodged all the good fights, like that's not how I want.
This Gloves Off episode 1 between Daniel Dubois and Fabio Wardley immediately sets the stage for a high-tension heavyweight clash where both men are carrying serious pressure and ambition into the build-up. Daniel Dubois enters as the more established name with proven knockout power and experience against elite opposition, but also with questions that he is still trying to fully silence. Fabio Wardley on the other side represents raw hunger and momentum, a fighter who believes this is the exact moment to break into the top level and shock the division. From the very beginning, the energy between them is competitive and personal, with neither willing to accept being second best in a division where everything can change with one punch. That is the reality of heavyweight boxing, where reputation means nothing once the bell rings and only impact and timing decide the outcome. What makes this matchup even more intriguing is the contrast in mindset. Dubois is focused on proving he belongs at the top and finishing fights in devastating fashion, while Wardley is fighting like a man with everything to gain and nothing to lose. That combination often produces explosive encounters because both fighters are willing to take risks. Mentally, this is where fights are often won before they even begin, and both appear locked into a belief that they will come out on top as episode 1 closes. The rivalry already feels like it is building towards something explosive. Expect more intensity, more verbal exchanges, and even more pressure as fight night approaches. This is not just another heavyweight fight, this is a statement opportunity for both men. If Daniel Dubois wins, he strengthens his position as a top contender. If Fabio Wardley shocks him, it changes everything overnight. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more boxing content like this. Drop a like, and stay tuned because episode 2 is coming very soon and the tension in this rivalry is only go.